The Tirpitz, the second and final battleship of the Bismarck class, represented the largest war vessel constructed in Germany and constituted a significant threat to Allied naval operations during World War II. Its menace was so pronounced that Winston Churchill prioritized its elimination. In January 1942, he remarked, "The destruction or even crippling of this ship is the greatest event at sea at the present time. No other target is comparable to it." Consequently, in the early hours of November 12, 1944, RAF airfields throughout Scotland were abuzz with activity. The air was filled with the sound of Rolls-Royce Merlin engines, as nearly 30 modified Lancaster heavy bombers from the 9th and 617th Squadrons prepared for takeoff on runways cloaked in darkness. Inside the aircraft, enthusiastic young pilots and crew members made final adjustments for the forthcoming assault. If the operation proceeded as planned, they would inflict significant damage on the esteemed Kriegsmarine. Otherwise, for some, it could result in a perilous journey. One by one, the Lancasters roared down the runway and ascended into the night sky. Each bomb bay housed a colossal high-explosive device known as a Tallboy. Measuring 21 feet in length and weighing 12,000 pounds, approximately 5,400 kilograms, these super heavy high-penetration bombs were engineered to demolish fortified structures such as rocket launch sites, railway tunnels, and U-boat pens. Today, however, their target was the Tirpitz, which measured nearly 800 feet in length at the waterline, and displaced close to 52,000 tons when fully loaded. She is shielded by 13 inches of steel armor and equipped with an array of weaponry, the most formidable of which can launch 15-inch projectiles weighing nearly 2,000 pounds over a distance of 22 miles. This is not the first instance of the Tirpitz facing an assault. In fact, it has endured 24 previous attacks. For years, the Royal Air Force and the Royal Navy have targeted this colossal vessel using carrier-based torpedo bombers, special forces, frogmen, and mini-submarines carrying explosive charges. During Operation Tungsten in April 1944, Barracuda bombers struck the Tirpitz with 1,600-pound bombs, resulting in flooding, although the ship was repaired within a few months. In August 1944, Operation Goodwood saw nearly 70 carrier-based bombers launch an attack, but a dense smoke screen thwarted their efforts to cause significant damage. Just a few months prior to Operation Catechism, Operation Paravane marked the first occasion when the RAF deployed Lancasters armed with Tallboys to target the Tirpitz in a Norwegian fjord. Despite facing nearly 100 flak guns, one bomb achieved a direct hit, damaging the rudder and causing minor flooding, yet repairs were again completed swiftly. Now, the focus shifts to Operation Catechism. Will this attempt yield different results? Ascending steadily to 14,000 feet, the pilots adjust their throttles for optimal cruising speed, just over 200 miles per hour, before meeting up with their comrades along the coast and proceeding across the Sea of Norway. During the journey, several aircraft become disoriented in the fog, and one experiences mechanical issues, necessitating a return. Just before dawn, the remaining 29 bombers navigate through a narrow gap in the German coastal defenses ahead. Despite being equipped with three 55,000 horsepower engines capable of propelling the ship to 30 knots in open waters, the Tirpitz lies moored and exposed in a fjord near Tromsk. As Wing Commander James Bryan Willie Tait approaches the target, he ignites a flare, a prearranged signal to initiate the assault. The Lancasters organized into groups of 4 to 6 aircraft at varying altitudes. descend to an altitude of 2,000 feet in an effort to avoid German anti-aircraft fire. As they bank northwest, the radioman and navigators track a signal being relayed by Norwegian partisans. Despite a reduction of nearly 800 personnel aboard the Tirpitz, the crew remains vigilant. Unbeknownst to the British airmen, the ship's formidable guns have been adapted for long-range air defense. Additionally, it is shielded by 2 dedicated anti-aircraft vessels, support ships equipped with smoke generators, and fighters from JG-5. Suddenly, the guns on and around the Tirpitz erupt in a flurry of blinding flashes and deafening booms, launching supersonic projectiles toward the Lancasters. Aligning themselves thousands of yards away, the aircraft roar over the fjord and release their lethal payloads. After the bombs are dropped, the crews endure a tense 30 seconds awaiting the outcome. Some Tallboys miss their targets, crashing into the cliffs and sandbanks along the shoreline. On board the ship, the crew holds their breath as a massive Tallboy bomb plummets and strikes the deck near the forward gun. A cry of despair arises as they brace for the expected explosion, but to their immense relief, the Tallboy fails to detonate. However, another bomb descends and impacts the base of the Tirpitz's superstructure. A loud clang and the shriek of metal resonate as a significant section of the armor belt is blown away, creating a gaping hole in the hull. With a brilliant yellow flash, another bomb obliterates a 16-inch gun turret. Due to critical design flaws, the Tirpitz lacks watertight compartments where they are most necessary, and amidst the chaos, the crew neglects to close hatches intended to contain flooding in the event of damage. As the attack progresses, German FW-190s are scrambled into action. Positioned above the Tirpitz, the German pilots are disheartened to discover the LA. The area was devoid of any presence, prompting a return to home. Upon returning to the vessel, a plume of steam and smoke ascends to approximately 300 feet, and shortly thereafter, the Tirpitz begins to list severely. Aware of the gravity of the situation, Captain Weber reluctantly commands the crew to evacuate the heavily fortified ship. Amidst the smoke and chaos, many sailors leap into the water, striving to reach the shore. However, a catastrophic explosion propels a massive turret nearly 100 feet into the air, and upon its descent, it crashes down among a group of injured sailors, claiming numerous lives. Approximately 10 minutes after the initial bomb detonation, the Tirpitz has completely capsized, leaving only the hull visible from above. It is estimated that out of a crew of 1,500, the Germans suffered losses ranging from 950 to 1,200 personnel. Captain Weber and all senior officers.
Though some Lancasters received minor damage from flak, every single crew and plane returned home safely. Winston Churchill, FDR and Joseph Stalin all sent messages of congratulation to the airmen for finally destroying the infamous German monster, which ironically, according to some historians, never actually fired a shot at an enemy surface ship during the war. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel and please watch more videos of ours. Thank you.
During the conflict, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to the channel and explore more of our videos. Thank you.